What's up? It's the Brunch Breakdown. Diddy out here in Los Angeles. Chris and Dan are in Pittsburgh. And today on the show, we got a lot to get to. We're going to be going this week in football with all the coaching craziness in college football. We're going to talk about that. We got a new segment called Who's Hair Would You Want? That's how it goes. We've got Brunch Court featuring a certain very famous person who got caught drinking something in jail. We'll talk about that.
Oh
And
boy.
we got keytars. We got more. It's the Brunch Breakdown. This is gonna be a random episode, guys. Just get buckle up, get ready, tune in. Dan, tell everybody where they can find this thing.
Where can you find this mess of collection of individuals and topics all together each and every week? Every Wednesday, a new episode comes out. Anywhere that you listen to podcasts, we're there. Hit follow, hit subscribe, let the episode come straight to you. Okay? Ready to go for you each and every Wednesday. Full video episodes are also available. If you'd like to see, trust me, you're going to want to see the video episode this week. Just trust me. Okay? Even if it's not the whole thing, a couple of segments. Check out the timestamps. Go to our YouTube page, our Facebook page, or if you're already listening right in the Spotify app, just pull that sucker right up because it's right there. Okay? Those premiere noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, but on demand anytime you'd like to watch after that. We're everywhere on social media at Brunch Breakdown. And boys, I'm not going to lie to you. I've been a little behind on the sounds of brunch. So
Okay.
if anybody out there thinks that something's wrong, we all right. We all right. My B. Okay? We'll get there. We'll get you caught up because there's a lot of good stuff. And I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of good stuff coming this week, too. So that gets updated exclusively on Spotify each and every Friday. Just tell Siri and Alexa. And Alexa Plus, if you've seen the commercials for Alexa Plus, play me the sounds of brunch. But that looks exciting.
Alexa Plus.
Yeah, it's like the tablet version, like a big tablet, and the voice is a little bit more conversational, a little friendlier. There's some great commercials that have just hit the market out there for Alexa Plus, the new and improved Alexa device.
My
So
God.
yeah,
Do you,
Pete
this is
Davidson has an ad. His is good, and
of course.
Nikki Glazer has an ad
Uh,
too. They're both very good. They're both very
just
good.
love Nikki Glazer.
She
Hosted
great
SNL
job
last
on
night.
SNL last night. Yeah,
No,
great job.
great job. Great job. Um, great listener of the Brunch Breakdown, Nikki Loser. Sweet Teller, good job. Um, do you guys have Apple CarPlay? Like, do you have that?
In Chaos
So
Scar, yeah.
so I have it, but I'm a stickler for when I charge my phone.
Okay.
you know, and I can only use Apple CarPlay when my phone is plugged in.
Oh,
I want the Bluetooth CarPlay, and my car can't do it.
oh,
So
well,
so it's very
okay.
limited use in my car, but it's
Well,
there.
sorry with your old ass car.
Yeah, I know.
I have I have the wireless CarPlay in mine,
Ugh.
but uh,
Ooh.
but now Siri like tries to like translate like when I'm talking to Siri like text message wise, it like tries to be more conversational and it weirds me out.
Oh,
It weirds me out. It's because sometimes it's right, but most of the time it's wrong. Like it doesn't know what my inflections are doing, but it tries to break your sentences. Because before it just didn't. So if you got like a text message from me that has like no spaces, no nothing, like you're just like it's just one long run on sentence. That's old school. Now it like tries to break them up, and it's like
mm,
and it just it's hit or miss. It's hit or miss. It's weird.
that's not great.
Yeah,
Okay.
not great.
Okay.
But anyways, it's time to get random topics off our chest. Christopher Gates, let's get it.
Yeah, I know we have a segment called This Week in Football, but I also want to talk about something also about football. I miss divisions in college football, guys. I
Mm,
really miss
mm.
each conference having divisions
Okay.
because it seems like no matter what conference you're in, nobody actually knows exactly how the teams get to the conference championship game. And I don't fully understand why the conferences got rid of divisions. I'm assuming it's because they want the teams to have more freedom to play each other more frequently, get better matchups all the time, which I get. But I feel like there could have been a way to make that happen while we still have divisions and people just understand, like, oh, if you do X, Y, and Z, you can get to the conference championship game. Right now, it's like, no, everybody's in this massive group of teams and understand that all of these teams aren't going to play each other. But so at the end of the season, if there's like in the ACC where Pitt is, if there's three teams that finish 7-1 in the ACC and they've never played each other, how do you figure out what two of those three teams make the conference championship game? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. It's like, well, okay, first, if like those three teams haven't played each other, but they've all played some of the same teams, then we take the record that each team had against those common teams that they each played, and whoever has the better common record against common opponents gets to go. It's like, really? We couldn't have just had these teams play each other or been in divisions where they worked their way into the thing? Like, we couldn't have done that? And that's like, okay, well, what if there's a tie there? Well, then we go to like common opponent strength, and like all it just gets deeper and deeper into stupid shit that shouldn't determine whether or not a team gets to the conference championship game, because like we could just do what the NFL does, which is what college football was doing before, which is like, yeah, okay, understand that like it's a down year for the AFC North, but whoever wins that division, they're still going to get in. And it's like there was the Big Ten West and the Big Ten East. There was the ACC Coastal and then the ACC Atlantic. And whoever won those things made it to the championship game to play each other. Like, that was nice to just know how it all happens. I hate this. I really hate it. And I mean, I hate it more now because Pitt is involved. And I'm reading articles and message board posts every morning about like the list of 17 factors to pay attention to each Saturday, and it's just too much. So that's all. Everything college football does makes it harder to be a college football fan. It's getting a little bit, it fully is out of control. And that's all I wanted to say today.
I disagree 100%. I hate divisions. I truly do. I love everything to be one big conference, and then we actually get the best teams in. Teams don't get like penalized for being in the division with all the good teams in it. Like I have always hated that about college football. I honestly hate that about the NFL because some divisions don't deserve to have playoff teams. Just saying. 7-8 or whatever, 7-9, 8. Like, no, you don't deserve to go to the playoffs.
The
You
NFC
just
West
don't.
for a long time.
Like, you just don't deserve to go. Like, I'm sorry. Like, hey, you should, put the banner up in your stadium or whatever you do with your AFC South championship, but like, you don't get to go to the playoffs. No, you're not taking a team out of like when the AFC North used to have like three teams that should be going, and then like, we got to put Jacksonville Jaguars in there for what? No, I don't like it. But I hear what you're saying about college football, but it's just because there's too much money in college football, so they changed this. They're just like, no, like if we can get Alabama, Georgia in the SEC championship game, we're gonna do it. We're gonna keep them away from it. Like, if we're gonna keep the best two teams in the SEC, we're gonna keep the best two teams in the Big Ten. We're not gonna have Ohio State playing fucking Sisters of the Poor from the other division anymore. We're not doing this. Like, if it's Ohio State, Michigan in the championship, it's Ohio State, Michigan in the championship. That's what we're gonna do, and I'm all for that. Like, I want better TV. And that's what this is all about. Give me the better show.
Yeah, I think you can solely blame this on the Big Ten. For years, those two divisions were so lopsided.
So bad.
And I remember it was like, the weeks leading up to the championship game, it's like, well, we know who's going to win. Like, what are we even doing this for? Who was it? It was Illinois, Indiana, Ohio State, Penn State, Purdue, and Wisconsin. When Wisconsin was good, we're in the same division. And it was like, okay, they're going to win versus Iowa, Michigan, Michigan State, Minnesota, Nebraska, and Northwestern. When all of those teams were ass, things have changed. But there was a good stretch there where it was like, listen, Michigan State is going to make the Big Ten championship game, and they don't deserve to be in there, but they have to be. They have to be. And so I think you can solely blame this on the Big Ten. The SEC probably a lot too, because I think it just didn't make sense after a while. Do you do it geographically? In the SEC, you're like, well, so can we put A&M in the East just so there's some balance? It's like, no, you can't.
so that's part of my solution though, is like that is 100% right, because even in the ACC, like the Coastal was often the worst side because Florida State and Clemson were on the other side.
Yeah,
and like Miami can't ever get their shit together.
Right.
My thought was like, can we just like, other leagues do this where there's like relegation and stuff like that. Like, can we not just like, or even in the NFL, their scheduling is based on how you finish the previous season, determines the opponents you get the next season, right? So couldn't we do that in college football where like we're all in the same conference, but the divisions change to try to make them as even as possible and to try to set up the best matchups as possible. So like, no, Pitt doesn't always get to play Syracuse and Duke and Virginia and these shitbrick programs that like Pitt never loses to. They may be one year in a division with Clemson and Florida State, but like we could still have like a logical path to the end of it. Because I'm thinking about like I read about the tiebreaker this morning where like Pitt, Virginia, and SMU could all finish 7-1, and then based on like what happens in those games, two of those three teams get in. Could you imagine being an SMU booster, putting in $20 million into that program, and they don't get to go to the conference championship game because like Virginia lost to somebody else? Like that's insane. That's absolutely insane. So like the money, right? The match, I feel like there's just a better way to do this where we can, make everybody have a little bit more sanity in the process.
That's interesting. I think I have a solution for you. Now, never in the history of my life have I ever like proposed soccer as doing anything right or have good ideas, but like maybe just every year it's just like group play, right? And that all is just dependent upon, right? In the World Cup, they're like, ooh, who's going to be in what group?
Right.
They're just like doing a random generator, something like that. Maybe it's just a random generator every year. And it's like conference play becomes, there's group play, there's conference play, and then there's group play.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just different every year. It's like, well, got a good group this year, or ooh, we're in Group B. Shit. This is tough year. So maybe it's a little group play, a little round robin.
I would take anything. I would take anything other than statistics.
Oh, sorry. You talking about your college courses or just
That's true.
That's also
yeah.
Also true.
God. Well,
That's all.
the thing, it must be, I mean, I don't know if it's exciting or if you're just like nervous because you guys are Pitt fans and you're just like, I don't know, bruised and damaged.
Oh,
but
that's
like,
just born and bred that way.
You should be excited. Looking at Pitt's schedule is exciting. I'm not a Pitt fan, but I'm just like, I mean, you win, you're in. Like it's game over. Like you win, you're gonna go to the playoff. It's pretty. Like you look at this. Like most of the time, you don't see that, especially in like the ACC. You don't really see that in like the Pac. Well, what used to be the Pac-12. You don't see that in the Big 12. You only see that in like the SEC when you have it all right there. It's like Notre Dame, Georgia Tech, Miami. Win them, you're in, guys.
Yeah,
that's exciting or terrifying. I don't know.
It's exciting. I think it's a lot of fun. Like, and I don't realistically expect us to be there because it is Pitt, right? But it's all in front of us. But I just can't help but think it's actually less about Pitt. It's just the fact that like I stayed up late last night to watch some really bad football. Really bad football. I watched Virginia lose in a game, Diddy, that had like 7 field goals in it. And then I watched Louisville lose in overtime. And both these teams now, based on statistics, like are going to have a really hard time making it. I'm just like, this doesn't feel right. So we'll see. I don't know.
Well, I'm going to get this off my chest, boys. It is right now, as we record this, it is November the 9th, and it will be November 12th when this comes out. So this might be coming a little late for people, but I need people to understand this. Cuffing season is coming. And I like to say that cuffing season begins whenever the Friendsgivings parties begin.
Ooh, I have one today.
I believe you do.
Today. Yeah.
Well, look around the people around you who are
everybody's married. Everybody's married.
Okay. I'm just saying, there was a couple there that Will there, won't they? I'm just telling. This is the time to end it. If you're in a relationship, end it now before the Friendsgivings. Because once the Friendsgivings start, you're stuck until February, guys.
Yep.
And girls. Don't take that dude home that you don't like. Don't drag that dude all the way through Christmas. Do not do that. Do not go all through, like, because once you get to Christmas, you're like, well, I mean, Martin Luther King weekend's coming up. Gotta go skiing. Gonna do that. Then all of a sudden, well, I want a Valentine's Day gift, so I can't break up with him till President's Day. And if you were with me, my birthday's the 18th, so you can't break up with me then. You got to wait until damn near March.
Mm-hmm.
So just letting all the couples out there know, if you're in a will they or won't they situation, this is the week to do it. You have to do it now. The Friendsgivings will start, so end it before the Friendsgivings. Do not be the picture ruiner at your Friendsgiving. Do not be the person bringing somebody that you know your parents don't like. You all know you don't like him. It's over. You're going to be stuck with them or her all the way through the holidays. So this is your annual just, statement from me. Cuffing season has begun. Don't sleep. Stay woke.
That's a heck of a realization that it's like either now or you're gonna do it drunk on St. Patrick's Day. That's the week.
Yep.
Yes.
It's a long time.
Yes. You're gonna get in a huge fight on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
And you're gonna ruin not just your time, all your friends' times too. And you become that story. It's like, oh, dude, you remember that St. Patrick's Day 5 years ago? Fucking shit, dude.
But everybody's gonna be saying, "Oh, well, we saw that coming from like 4 or 5 months away." Like it was.
Yeah.
Do you remember them
Yeah.
at Friendsgiving? How they were
Yeah.
acting with it?
Yeah.
Comments they made. It was like, ooh.
Yeah.
No, you guys were like, remember the football tailgate in September? Like, we definitely didn't think we'd be here right now. Why are they still doing this? What are we doing? Yeah.
Yeah. Fair warning, because it sneaks up on you. You really
does.
need to be. Oh, they're so great though. Are they? Are you sure? Are you sure? Ask your friends.
Mm-hmm.
Ask your friends.
Saying.
Okay, especially if you're like in college, been out of college for a year or 2 or 3. We all been there. You're in a cloud. Okay, you are in a cloud. You cannot see the ground. Okay, ask your friends who are on the ground level, and let them know. And just say, what do you see here? What do you see here?
Yeah.
I think I should buckle in because we got a long way to get to March.
Yeah, guys.
They'll be the truth tellers. Count on them.
Yeah. And I don't think people want, like, the holidays go quick too. So it's like, you got to get it. It goes quick,
Yeah.
but it's also
Yeah.
a long period of time. You just got to, it's time to end it now, ladies and gentlemen. Just end it now. End it now. Cuffing season has begun.
Great advice. Great advice as always, Daniel Dudley.
Get it off your chest, Dan.
I'd be happy to. Wasn't here last week, so there's just a lot that's just gone on and happened, and there's a lot of things I could go, a lot of directions I could go. But something I'd never think that I'd have to complain about, especially in this public forum, now, or at least for a few more years, is just like simply being put like this: like, what the hell is the point of glitter? Yeah, glitter. Let's talk glitter. Okay. Right? Like, why was this invented? Just start there. Let's go all the way back. Why was this invented? Why are we still making glitter? Like, listen, it makes sense for scrapbooking. And as you two are the father of daughters, I'm sure you know all too well how much of a nightmare glitter is, especially with young daughters. So you're probably like, what's your problem with it, Dan? Just doesn't feel like this is the time to be complaining about glitter. And that's fair. But the point of it all is that glitter is no longer just for kids or and strippers. Okay? It's not.
That literally the first thing that comes to my mind when I think of glitter is strippers,
fair.
Honestly.
Fair.
Good.
That's the lane. That's where it lives. That's where it's supposed to live. Well, now it's a part of fashion. It's a part of beauty. And I'm saying this quietly so she doesn't come barging through this door and knock my head off. But my wife has recently started using this fancy lotion that's infused with glitter. What? Who thought this was a good idea? Who thought it was like putting glitter on your skin was a good idea? Infusing things with glitter that are going on your body, and like not just for Halloween. I'll get to that. I'll get to that in a moment. Okay, we're just fresh coming off that holiday too. This glitter lotion is rubbing off on everything. And I mean everything. Our couch, our blankets, our towels,
Oh, not the towels.
I went to wash my hands in our bathroom the other day. I've been gone for 5 days. 5 days I was gone for a work trip.
Did they get
And I go
dirtier,
to
Dan?
wash my hands and I go to dry them off. And I just do a quick glance and I'm like, what the F? My hands are covered in glitter. I'm like, it's on the towel. Why is it on the towel? The towel's supposed to be clean. It's on our floor, the tile floor. And the one that bothers me probably the most, it's all over the passenger seat of my car. All over it.
That's not good.
And it does not come up easily because this isn't loose glitter. Loose glitter already doesn't come up easily, right? Maybe glitter needs to be made magnetic so I can just go over it that way versus trying to have you ever tried to clean up glitter? There's just static electricity with it too. It just doesn't ever clean up easily. So when it's infused with lotion, it tends to stick places a lot more. And yes, it was also used for Halloween. Now it's part of fashion. She had a Halloween costume with glitter on it. Now the big pieces of glitter all over the floor too. That still are just finding all over the place. It's everywhere. I hate it. I hate it so much. Glitter, just be done with it. Get it off the planet. It's filling up our landfills. It's bad for the earth. Death be to glitter, boys.
Well, yeah, I mean, glitter is like a staple in his household. It's just my life is just glitter.
No.
My
My life is glitter.
life is glitter. That's the
That's the name of your next album.
the future autobiography of Chris Gates. So
Glittery cover, front, hardback.
surrounding a dude with just that straight emoji face.
Yes.
I asked ChatGPT where glitter originated from.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Which, by
I
the way,
Googled that too.
Oh, look
But,
at you boys.
Boys, I have a miscellaneous questions folder in my ChatGPT, which is primarily just asking it about shit that you guys say. There's a chat for all of these, and I still have one in there about Dan saying 10% of women were on OnlyFans.
Those are facts, people. Still
That's a
facts.
classic moment right there.
Chris is just fact checking us in the background of everything.
All
Yeah.
constantly. And I almost threw up when Dan said that. It was so funny. Anyway, according to ChatGPT, it was invented in 1934
Jeez.
by a New Jersey machinist named Henry Rushman. So you know who to target your anger at.
Okay.
Apparently this dude,
Hank.
he made it by mistake. He was grinding up scrap plastic and then had these little particles and was these could be used for decoration. So it sounds like glitter was intended for decoration, and then it's just kind of matriculated into everything.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
Hank
if you have
Rushman.
girls, glitter is it's a real problem. So I feel you.
And
It's
even
if
though
you walk around our house, we have to mop the floor
what are we doing with it?
every week, because otherwise it's just that type of stuff gets stuck to your feet and stuff. It's not good.
Everything. I hate it. And then it's holiday season and stuff that you don't know has glitter in it. It's part of again the decoration. And you take the garland out, you lay it on the floor. All right, put it up, and then there's just glitter everywhere, just silvery glitter everywhere. We're like, what are we doing with it? Enough. We've had enough.
Hank's fault.
Hank.
Dude, listen, the worst for me is when I go to a shoot and I have to get in the makeup chair and then the girl's like, what'd you do last night? I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, man, you got glitter all over your face. And I'm like,
She didn't ask where were you last night.
No, she's like, what'd you do last night? And I'm like, I was probably my daughter was playing with something. And they're like, oh, okay. I didn't know if you
Sure, buddy.
had a hell of a night at the strip club or something. Yeah. And that's because it's just, you don't know, because I wash my face, you have glitter on your hands. You don't know that it's it's there still. You think you washed it off, but it's still there. And it's yeah. So glitter, man. Glitter.
I gotta ban it from this house, the next house, the future.
Listen, dude. You better tread lightly.
Hashtag pray for the boys.
I'm praying for you. I don't know, man.
Look, my long-term future. I can't do it. I can't do it. One person has it, and I can't do it. I can't.
Yeah, tread lightly. I'd be nervous because it might be you. If you got to choose you or the glitter, it might be you might be out.
Yeah. I'm losing the battle right now.
Oh man. All right, let's get into brews. What are we sipping on this week, Chris?
I actually have not been sipping on much, just in preparation for the November football season that is to come. So I actually considered this a relatively dry week, but I will say we're having our Friendsgiving today, and it's a fiesta Friendsgiving. So we are celebrating
Mexico?
Thanksgiving just like the Pilgrims did, and we are having tacos. And so
Oh
we,
my.
to go along with that, got some Coronas and limes. So I will probably have one of those later today, because who doesn't want to, get that island vibe in early November in Pittsburgh?
I hate that.
Oh, sorry, we're not having,
Hey,
we're
some
not.
gobleritos. Kept seeing stuff your faces up. I said have a little
Listen, I'm
a
not.
little pumpkin beer.
We are
A little
gonna
pumpkin beer
have.
and salted right now.
We're gonna have 7 kids here under the age of 6. I am not making a turkey. We're not doing that.
No, you don't need to make turkey.
We're
Yeah,
doing
you should only
tacos.
have turkey once.
Tacos and juice boxes is what's happening over here. All right,
Oh, and glitter on the side.
probably.
Oh man. I want to shout out Aveline wine. Their Pinot Grigio. It's new. It's
Mm.
great.
New.
It's
Love it.
new.
Love
It's
one. I
new.
love a new
And
wine.
a new Pinot Grigio
And
that is out.
new.
Nice gold bottle, perfect for the holidays, and it's pretty great. So
Okay.
Aveline wine, go get it. It's in that nice price range between 15 and 20.
There you
Go
go.
grab it up.
Sweet
That's where you
spot.
want to be. Take that to your it's a nice bottle too. It looks cool. And it's a nice bottle to take to somebody's house for whatever your Friendsgiving, Thanksgiving, Christmas is.
Mm.
Did you? I had to get up for a second. Did you say wine?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What is it called?
Aveline.
Can you text that to me? Because
I
we
will
need.
send it to you.
Katie wants to get wine for today's party, and
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Is it gonna be?
Well,
Is it gonna be
Av-
widely available, Mr. Dudley? Is it gonna be? Is he gonna be able to find that?
Yeah, you can get it at Target, so I assume you can get it anywhere.
Can you
But
get
maybe
it over at the Giant Eagle on Route
you
50
probably
down here?
can, but I'll
Maybe.
give you a few options, Christopher. I'll send you a few that I know
Oh,
will
yeah.
be everywhere
And
that
hey,
are all
listen.
in that price range of this is what you should have.
Listen, if you can't find Mr. Dudley's chairman selects, you can never go wrong with a Bobby Mondavi. That's all you got to know. That's all you got to know.
Hey, Bobby Mondavi's
Bobby Mondavi will never let you down.
Yeah, he's
All
a
right.
good guy. He's a good
Also,
guy.
black box wine can't go wrong. You're having a Friendsgiving, just get
It's
that
making a
spout
comeback,
out,
man.
Get
It's
it
making
going.
a comeback. It is.
Listen,
It's making a
listen.
comeback.
Get the box out.
Believe it or
Dan,
not.
what are you sipping on?
A lot this week. Jeez.
Dan
Jeez.
is dealing with this glitter shit every night. He's been having lots of brews. Okay.
Goodness. I was in Dallas for work this week. Lovely time. And I had, when in Rome, have a local beer, right? And the Lakewood Brewing Company out of Garland, Texas, they had a lovely little. It's called the Lakewood Lager. And you can never turn down a good lager, and it was really nice. It was really, really nice, and it. I respect a good lager, a micro lager that has a little bit of a distinct taste to it, and this one certainly did. It was just clean, crisp, delicious. One of many things I had this week, but that was the one that stuck out. Lakewood Brewing Company. Who ever heard of them? Not me till now. And the Lakewood Lager was great.
I feel like every city in the Great Lakes region has a Lakewood brewing
That sounds about
company.
right. That sounds about right. Yeah, I was like,
Why
is this
do I-
local? And I was like,
why
oh,
was it-
Lakewood. Yeah, I guess.
Why have I heard of Lakewood? I feel like there's Lakewood
Cleveland.
here.
There's got to be one in Cleveland. I'm pretty sure there's one in Milwaukee. Like, I think.
That sounds about right.
I'm pretty sure there's one in California too.
Okay, well,
So,
thanks for being original, everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or somewhere out here. Like as I Google Lakewood Brewing, and the first thing that comes up is Texas. So
Sweet.
Well, there you go.
is Dallas, Texas. So yeah,
Heck yeah.
I feel like there's lots of them. All right, well, boys, cheers.
Cheers.
All right, well, let's get into the main menu. Christopher, let's go to the segment that's sweeping the country. Let's get it. This Week in Football. And, all right, here we go. Dun dun. This Week in Football.
We have to come up with a better name for this segment.
I don't get what we're doing here, okay?
We agree. Next topic.
All right, let's dive into it. There's two things I want to talk about today in This Week in Football. I want to talk about coaches because Diddy said on the episode last week, like, I think he said it on the episode. Maybe it was after. I don't know. He's like, we got to talk about all these coaches. All right, we got to talk about what's going on. So I want to talk about coaches who have been fired because I think we all have lots of thoughts that probably span the board here. And I also want to talk about the schools that are drinking the most alcohol. Just right off the heels of Brews Day, I want to dive into that. So
Beautiful.
I'll let you guys choose. We got two topics. Which one you want to dive into first?
Let's do alcohol first.
Alcohol first. All right.
Good segue. Beer
Good
to beer.
segue. Right from beer into more beer. I got a graphic here for you. Some intrepid college football reporters dug into the schools who are benefiting the most and the least from alcohol sales at their football games. Okay. And what we got on the screen here, if you're not watching, just to describe in general terms what we're looking at, is a spreadsheet view of individual schools, the amount of units sold. So that is like the amount of individual alcoholic beverages these schools have sold at their football games, and then the total revenue coming from it. And now what I will tell you is there is a massive outlier here for the school who is both selling the most and profiting the most off of their alcohol sales at college football games. That would be the University of Wisconsin. Okay. And we have a pretty lengthy discussion that has spanned many episodes on the history of this podcast of talking about you should probably check on your friends in Wisconsin because they're drinking a lot of alcohol up there. Okay. And this just further continues to, hammer that point home. All the way down to poor Mac brethren, the Ball State University. What are they, Dan?
David Letterman's?
Cardinals?
Yeah, it's
No.
a bird of some
They're
sort.
the David Lettermans. I don't know what you guys are doing.
The Fighting Lettermans. They
Fighting
are
Lettermans.
Letterman's.
Pretty sure they're the Cardinals.
Letterman of Ball State University.
Definitely
Who has
Letterman's.
They have sold 1,368 alcoholic beverages
Cardinals.
for a total of just over $11,000. So, I just wanted to get your thoughts here, guys. And like I said before, my general takeaway was like, not only is it a bad season for the Wisconsin Badger football team, they've apparently been drinking it away here. They've been apparently drowning their sorrows, and the ability of the state of Wisconsin to drink alcohol is just unrivaled. I mean, I've never seen anything like it.
I'll start there. And I think there's a multitude of reasons behind that, that particularly this season that they're drinking heavily. They're going to need to continue to sell beer at this rate and earn $3 million plus in revenue because they're going to have a coach to buy out. So that money's got to come from somewhere. I just see the writing on the wall. That's going to bleed into This Week in Football segment number 2, I think. The other thing that's a little bit hidden in here that you have to kind of dig around, look for a little bit. Didi, I'll set this up for you. Looking at the University of Michigan and West Virginia University.
Yeah.
Pretty close in terms of the total revenue,
I did
$985,000
this.
for Michigan, right? Okay, and $979 for West Virginia, pretty close. Look at the units sold difference between those two. Did you do the math here?
Yes.
You do the math, I'll do the Alfredo. Let's go.
Okay.
Shout out to Alfredo.
Oh man. We're looking at $10 basically a drink. It's like 9.9 bunch of decimals. So it's basically $10 a drink at West Virginia University. So
Yep.
whatever they're drinking, it's coming out to $10.
Yeah.
At Michigan, we are looking at $13 a drink at the big house. So stark differences there. And
time.
I found that to be interesting while looking at this list. Here's my question about Wisconsin. Isn't it hard to get is Wisconsin one of the states that's like hard to get alcohol? Like you got to do dumb shit. Like you gotta like, I don't know. It's just like hard to access alcohol. You got to go to beer distributor. You can't go to a liquor store. You got to do this and that or something. Is Wisconsin hard to do that?
That has never been my experience. No.
Okay. I thought Wisconsin was one of those states.
No, when I've
when
told
I saw
them-
this list, I was like, maybe this is just the easiest place, the easiest way to get
Yeah.
alcohol in Wisconsin.
Yeah, good question. No, I like actually they think it's a lot of fun. Katie's family being they, not the entire population of Wisconsin. When they come to Pittsburgh to like drive through the beer distributor because they don't have that there. So Pennsylvania, I think is an outlier in the way that we handle alcohol sales. It's pretty much everywhere up there.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, dude. They just love to party up there, and this is where they just drink there. They just do that a lot. It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
I was originally kind of like actually upset that West Virginia wasn't higher just because of their party school status. But then when I looked at the units sold, I was like, oh, it's
They're
just
top five.
cheaper. It's just cheaper. There.
Yeah, they're top 5.
Yeah. It's just because I saw that I was like, yeah, they're on the list. I was like, but because think about how big those other stadiums are. WU Stadium is not that big.
Yeah.
Like it's like 65, 60, whatever, however many people they can pack in there, but it's probably like 65, 66,000 people. And you look at these other stadiums like Tennessee, like 100,000 units. It's like there's 100,000 people. There's 110,000 people there every week.
That's a great point.
You know what I mean? Like these stadiums are so much bigger. Like like we just talked about Michigan. The big house is the big house. Like it's humongous. So 100,000 people aren't going to Morgantown and drinking every weekend. So we're still king. Shouts to us. WVU. Let's get it, baby. Two game winning streak. Let's go.
I'm so glad you said that because you boys know that I have a strong connection in my heart with the University of Minnesota because we row the boat there. We row the boat there. Just got a contract renewal, by the way. That stadium is significantly smaller than all of these other ones anywhere near. It's like with West Virginia. There's probably like 50,000 people at that stadium. Which is insane. It's literally half the size. Now, we don't have the units sold there, which is a shame. But it's making $1 million. Yeah. That's a lot of beer for a small stadium. Let me tell you what. Minnesota's a good time. But better than I thought. Jeez.
Dude, I think it's just from decades and decades ago in some of these like Great Lakes, Big Ten fan bases where it's like if we're gonna survive the football game, we have to have this. Like it's a necessity. You can only bring so many layers. The hand warmers and foot warmers only last for so long. At a certain point, like it's just a requirement.
Well, that's a good point too, because if you look on here at the other end of the list, the place that before beer was widely available at nearly every stadium in college football, it had a strong presence in the Mid-American Conference.
You're damn right it did.
It just did. Okay? That's where it was easy to get a beer. At Kent State football games, they were practically giving it away.
It was $1.
It was $1.
In 2008, 2009, it was $1.
Not that long, long ago, but not that long ago, right? For it to be $1 beers. Every game, not dollar beer night. No.
No. In the student section, it was
all
$1.
Season long.
Yeah.
Look at the MAC presence on here. Ohio University, University of Toledo, Bowling Green, Central Michigan, Western Michigan, now UMass, MAC member, Miami University, and Chris, you mentioned Ball State all the way at the bottom there. Shout out to the Mid-American Conference for just being the originators, being the OGs. And like, even if they're at the bottom of this list, they're on the list. Okay. But, still putting in work.
But I don't consider them being some of these numbers, like, okay, Ball State, like, okay, you guys obviously don't go to your football games. Miami University, that's fine. Yeah. But like some of these numbers here, like, I don't like, because Toledo's not packing the house every week. So these people are doing some damage.
That's
Toledo.
True.
Like 120, like that's a come on, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, I don't know how big that stadium is, but I can take a guess on how big that stadium is.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I can tell you, everybody's not going to Ohio U games. I guarantee that, and they're still doing this much damage. Like that is impressive.
You know
It's
what I just
impressive.
realized? You know what I just realized?
What?
There might be a fair share of that Ohio University alcohol sale number that goes to the fact that West Virginia played at OU.
Oh,
Oh.
great call. Because they're up there. They're
Wow.
they're
Throw
right
us
below
over
Michigan State.
Give
dude, Chris, throw us over 1 million. We are the drinking capital of college football. Shouts to us.
give,
There you
Let's go,
go. There you
Mountaineers.
go.
give the
And
Mountaineers 10,000 more
Get it.
units.
geez, especially in the fourth quarter. Let's check fourth quarter numbers if we could, please.
Yeah, where else did West Virginia play this year? Who else is on this list? You got to dig into these numbers a bit more.
That's a
Clearly,
great call.
you know what? For all the things I don't like about that place, they're doing it. They're doing
There's
it.
something going on
Yeah.
there.
Because that was the controversy this year because they bought up all like they did the whole season they do
Yep.
that with the season tickets and they make you have if you want to go to this game you got to buy all of them and
Yep.
so like all the Ohio U tickets are like $1 on StubHub because people are just like because they just wanted to go to the West Virginia game, so that was a big deal in like August or something. People were talking about that, but
Yeah.
yeah, so and that was definitely a game to drink a lot at. So if you went to it, if you were a Mountaineer fan, so yeah, shouts to us.
Shout out to the Mountaineers.
It's a great
Hey,
call.
man.
And
Yeah.
Let's go.
a fantastic segue that Diddy mentioned. Hey, we're gonna have some buyouts we got to pay. So if you're a fan
Yeah.
of one of these teams and your coach has been fired, drink up for more reasons than one. Here's just a quick list of some of the college football coaches that have been fired based on what AI was able to tell me. Florida fired Billy Napier. Penn State fired James Franklin. Auburn fired Hugh Freeze. A bunch of others. Mike Gundy, he's 60. He doesn't have a job anymore. LSU fired Brian Kelly. And there's a lot more that like people are actually expecting. So I don't want to hog the whole conversation. What is on your general minds? We talked about James Franklin a while ago, but like since he got fired, so many other coaches have been fired. What are we doing here?
My whole thing is I didn't know the college football playoff was going to do this. Because this is what this is all about. This is what this is all about. Everyone thinks they're better than what they actually are. I don't because Penn State's about to go hire a coach. Florida's gonna go hire or is gonna go try to get like Lane Kiffin or whatever. Like they're all these schools. They're gonna try so hard. And guess what? 85% of you are gonna be in the same position in 3 years, looking to fire another coach. I don't know, man. The James Franklin thing really like bugged me because now once they fired James Franklin, it was like, okay, well then we can get rid of everybody. But I'm just like, maybe you should be riding some of these coaches out. Like, I don't know if you guys think this. I guess the question is like, do you think there's going to be like a hard reset in college football where it's all of a sudden going to turn like it was before, where we're going to start seeing some of these coaches stay for a very long time? Because like we grew up, all this coaching turnover in college football was not a thing. Like it was Joe Paterno there forever. It was Bobby Bowden there forever. It was like all these coaches there for a very long time to the point where we just like knew who they were, right? Because only a couple would like go test the NFL, but then they'd be right back or something like that. But yeah, what are your thoughts on that? Because I think that's what's coming. I think there's going to be a huge reset in that because this isn't sustainable. Like what are we doing? Like we can't just fire coaches every 3 years and then be like, yeah, and then just keep doing it again and again and again and again. Like I don't know.
Yeah. I think 13 major program coaches so far this year. I don't think that's happening though, Didi, unless something changes with the transfer rule. I think because of the transfer portal rule, you don't need 3 to 4 years to build a roster anymore to show what you can do with your class, your first class, recruiting class, whatever. Like it can turn over in a week. You could turn it over and have a whole new roster. That's why there's such a short leash. It's like you don't need to see it anymore because you had a chance to turn things over. 2 years. 2 years is enough. If you can't get it done in 2 years, I think it's crazy though. Trust me, I think it's crazy, especially the amount of money that's being thrown away. And I think if you don't see it in 2 years, they're like, you clearly can't do this. You please leave. We will pay you to please leave. And it's absolutely bonkers. I hope we get back to that one day, but unless there's a change with the transfer portal, which that's not going anywhere either. NIL, you have to be a salesman more than you have to be a football coach anymore. And it's absolutely insane. This is like it's going to turn into the NHL where they just recycle the same coaches over and over and over again. If you know anything about hockey, there's like 40 NHL coaches. That's it. Head coaches. They don't look for the next young guy. People don't do that anymore. They just like recycle the same old heads. And all of these gentlemen on this list here, with the exception of maybe two, are going to end up somewhere else next year. And they're going to get their chance to do it again. And then they're going to have 2 years to prove it. And it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, every time I think we've reached peak stupidity in college football, we haven't, and it just gets dumber.
Yeah.
I like this round of it has been interesting because like I think James Franklin obviously, like I think Diddy said it, like that kicked off the insanity when he got fired. And like Penn State thought they were going to fire James Franklin and hire somebody distinctly better. And then their thoughts were that was going to be either Matt Rule or Kurt Signetti. The next day, Indiana locked Kurt Signetti down for even more money. And then Nebraska did the same with Matt Rule, not to mention the fact that he's actually the same exact person that James Franklin is. So, like, I think, like,
minus
I would,
the winning part.
even less winning. Yeah. And so
less winning.
that's the crux of all this, man. It's like Penn State fired James Franklin, and what that said was the semifinals of the college football playoff and winning 10 games a year is not enough. Because that's what he's been doing. And so they're saying, okay, well, then we need to hire somebody who is going to do that. But who's going to? There's like 5 coaches in college football that have actually won a national championship that are actively coaching. Like, who's gonna do that? So they're actually going to end up hiring somebody who's distinctly worse, and then it's just going to keep happening. And like, I think the interesting thing has been that since that firing took place, like every other school in the country has locked their coach down for more money, it seems. Anybody who has a coach who's worth a damn. So I would like to think that this makes like the coaches stay around longer and it ends this stupidity. But I think there's just certain schools who are always going to be stupid, you know? Like Florida's always going to be stupid. Auburn is always going to be stupid. LSU, even though they win national championships, they fire their coaches like 2 years later consistently. I think it's just going to continue.
And there's been no shortage of money. When you think like the buyout's too big, it's not. Brian Kelly and James Franklin, over $100 million combined in buyout money. You're like, that's too much money. Not anymore. Jimbo Fisher.
Oh, well,
kidding me, brother? You kidding me, brother?
Fucking
like,
legend.
So I mean, there's just no shortage of money anymore. They don't care.
Jimbo is a fucking legend. Like, shouts to that guy. Like, shouts to Jimbo and his agent, who is also the agent of like all these dudes. And the only thing that changed, and this is the wild part about Jimbo, I found this out like last week. The only thing that changed with Jimbo is that after Jimbo's huge, was it like $78 million or something like that?
Yeah.
Was that they put the clause in the contract that the coaches have to actively be looking for jobs
or do media, right? It's like one or the other. They have to be doing.
They have to have another job, in order to get the buyout, which
working for it
led me to thinking about the funniest like TV show you can make is like about a fired coach looking for jobs. Because think about how funny it would be just to be James Franklin going into Virginia Tech and just like failing, just blowing the interview, just saying whatever the fuck he wanted to say. Just because he knows he doesn't want to go work there, but he's just going to be like, I'm just going to say anything I want, anything you want, just to act like you want a job. Like, or like James Franklin updating his like LinkedIn page or something like that. Just like, just the show, just to keep people on his toes.
Yeah.
But they just like, oh, dude, I applied for 5 jobs this week. We're good. We're good.
We check the boxes. Yeah. We're fine. Go back to the couch.
But the wild part about some of these schools, like LSU, could end up with 8 wins this season.
Yeah, I know.
They fired their coach. Like, bad years happen. It just bugs me. It's like bad years happen. They just do. Like, I'm sorry. Like, okay, you had Clemson had the most talent in college football. They're trash this year. Right. Mm-hmm. So like if next year they're not good, are we going to be like, oh, got to get rid of Dabo? Like, no, ride this shit out. Like, I wish more. I feel like I think there's going to be more people starting to ride some of these coaches a little bit. instead of being like, oh, we didn't make the playoff or we're not going to make the playoff after game 3. Like bad years happen. That was kind of the fun about college football. Bad years happen, you know? And I
Mhm.
get it's change, NIL, transfer portal, all that shit, but like, I don't know. It's just weird to me that all these schools a lot of these schools think they're better than what they are. And it's like, no, like you're an 8-win school. That's what you are.
I hope
And
you're right.
then you have a year that you might get Joe Burrow and the best receivers and all that shit, and then all of a sudden you win a national championship. Like, but then after that, you're still an 8-win school. I don't know.
Yeah. I just think if you're winning 10 games a year regularly and you're recruiting really well, like it's going to happen at some point. I just the Penn State one is the one that bothers me the most, and I should love it because I think it was a stupid decision, but I just can't believe
Yeah.
they did that.
If anything, the expanded college football playoff will help stabilize it because you don't need to be a top 8, a top 12. If they once that thing expands, if you are doing 10 wins a year and you have and you have a chance to be in. Hopefully, that can help stabilize this a little bit.
But
It's gonna make it worse.
They fired him. Hey, yeah, you just follow in Pitt's footsteps here.
That's all you gotta do.
If you mire yourself mostly in mediocrity, every once in a while, something good might happen.
Yeah, you can stumble your way in.
What I always say, guys, every 4 years, you just want a shot. You want a shot every 4 years.
Yeah.
You want a shot. Oh man. All right. Well, Dan, you got a new segment. Whose hair would you want?
Whose hair would you want?
Let's go.
I love how this is a segment because that means it's going to have to be a thing now, besides this week. It went from a menu topic to a weekly segment. Whose hair would you want? Why? Why are we talking about this?
Noted hair experts here that you're asking with Diddy and Chris, who our hair hasn't grown past like half an inch in 20 years probably, so we're qualified.
So I feel like this is going to be very interesting for the two of you. Now, there is a part of me that kind of envies this very, very, very short hair that you both have because in the morning, you're ready to go.
You could do it, Dan.
No.
I got a trimmer.
Thank you.
It would weird me
I do
out.
too, but then there's no way. There is
so
zero way that, no, not a chance. But what I can help you boys out with is the reason I spent a week in Dallas was to do something pretty unique.
You got hair plugs?
Were you going to Fashion Week or something? What's going on?
You got hair plugs?
Oh, there he is.
Tell you what here, boys.
There he is.
Tell you what. You see this luscious flow on this right here? First of all, does this work? Because a lot of people told me this works, and I could pull this off.
You kind of look like Diet Coke Kid Rock.
Okay, I'll take it. A little Diet Pepsi, a little Addison Rae. I see what you're saying. What I'm wearing, again, this is why you got to get the video pod right now. I'm wearing a custom, one-of-a-kind Dallas Stars hat. This is a very unique design. You can't buy this hat anywhere. It has attached to the back of it hockey hair. Yes, attached to the back of it, all the way back. My luscious mullet flow.
You know what,
is
Dan?
right here.
I was good with it until you turned around.
You like that?
I like the front profile. I do not like seeing that coming out of the back of your hat, though. I don't like that.
So it's attached to the back of the hat. Listen, we don't have to get into what I do, who I work for, all that. We don't have to get into that. Why I'm doing this. But we had 4 different hairstyles. They each had a name. There's a brown, a black, a red, and a blonde. And so this got me thinking. There was a sea of 10,000 fans for 2 nights rocking these hockey mullet hats at 2 Dallas Stars games. And incredible, by the way. It made a very long-term payoff. Very, very long-term thing payoff this project I've been working on. But had me thinking, if you could rock any celebrity's athlete, anybody, maybe just somebody you know. Maybe your boy Steel City Dan 22. Maybe you appreciate the hell out of this flow. Whose hair would you want?
I want 1980s, 90s R&B singer hair, like Bobby Brown. I just sent you guys a picture to the group chat, and that is whose hair I've always wanted. I want it to this day.
Oh wow, okay.
Would I ever do it? No, but I mean, if I could just do it for a day, I would do it for a day. That's all I want.
I mean, it is glorious,
dude. It's what I need.
It is glorious.
It's what I
Do you
want.
think you could pull it off?
Oh yeah, I think I can pull it off. I think I
I
can
dig
pull it
it.
off for a day.
I dig it.
Yeah.
For a day. Okay.
Would my wife like it? Would my friends want to be seen with me in 2025 with that hair? I don't know, but I would love to see it for a day.
Okay.
Maybe I'll put that in the chat GPT and tell it some stuff.
There you go.
Yeah.
Chris, long locks, long flow. What are you thinking?
Yeah, so I totally thought you were going to come in here and like give us three people and say which one did you want. I didn't know you were going to be like open book, just decide your ideal hairstyle. This is not something that I've really given much thought to.
Wait, are you in the who's in the group text with us that you're not listening?
Well, that's true too. I'm not
It's
listening.
connected to like Olivia's iPad and like she's the one that responds.
Here's yeah. If you could have anyone's hair, celebrity, athlete, etc., who would it be? That was the question.
Well, I missed that part.
And Chris is like, "Oh, this is multiple choice." Do you need a little? You need another moment? I'm going to give you who besides this. I mean, again, this works, man. People were fooled.
Dude,
People were fooled.
that hat's amazing, by the way, because I am fooled, and I'm like, I don't know who I'm doing this podcast with. It's like this is a whole different podcast. I feel like I'm on the
Can you
Theo
show the-
Vaughn podcast right now, and the
Show
guest
the
is
inside
like,
of it. How's that attached?
I can. So what's great about it is that it's 3 pieces of Velcro on the inside of the hat. So the hair
can take it out.
actually comes out, and then it just becomes a super awesome hat that you can wear after that. So we knew that going into it. It's like people are not going to want to wear Cousin It hat forever. Maybe they will, but the hair comes out, and it's like the soft side of the Velcro on the inside, and then it's just an awesome Dallas Stars hat, because this is again a unique one of a kind hat that we got approved from the NHL and the Dallas Stars, because this is not their font. But they told us they were cool with it, so that's how it is on the inside.
Nice.
This just reminded me of something that I've been meaning to say to you for probably a couple weeks now. I don't know how old this commercial is, but the PNC commercial for it's PNC with the graduation commercial, right?
Yeah, it's called naming rights.
Dude, that is the funniest commercial. That is the funniest commercial. Have you seen
Thank
this,
you.
Chris?
You have to have seen it.
dude,
We
it
play it during football games.
Dude, it is the funniest commercial. It's like parents at graduation, and then it's like Christopher Gates, blah, 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 blah. Daniel Dudley, blah, 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 blah. And then it's Bob's Car Parts and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, wait, what?
What did they
What'd
just call
say?
him?
What did they call him? Oh, we sold his name, image, and likeness or whatever.
Like, kids are expensive these days, so like naming rights like stadiums. And then the greatest ones at the end: Oasis Breeze Tan and Spa. And then the guy stands up. If you need a tan, I'm your man. We're doing business with you.
Dude, the commercial,
That's amazing. Thank you for that feedback.
hysterical. I meant to bring this up like probably a month ago or so. I don't know. When I saw it, I was like, dude, that's the best commercial on television. I fucking love it.
We've got a spoiler alert. We've got a pretty phenomenal one coming out in January that I think is even funnier.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So stay tuned. But hey, thank you for that. Chris, I'll buy you another minute.
No, I got
you got one.
You got
one? Because I still have mine.
It's just in
Besides
general, like I in younger years tried to do the shaggy hockey hair look. The problem though is that my hair doesn't like come out and then just like fall. Like people have thinner hair that just falls.
Yeah.
Mine just goes out.
Same, brother.
It's so thick, and I don't know if that's from years of buzz cutting it that it just got thick or whatever it is. I would love to have like that hockey hair look where it does kind of like flow down, and then like you've seen in the playoffs curling out the back of the lid. Like I'm a hockey player. I would love to get that look. Because then I think it could like encourage me to grow my hair past a quarter of an inch. But when it gets any sort of length, it just looks ridiculous. So I wish I had thinner, more flowy hair.
Like this. Maybe I'll get you one of these hats. This is exactly what you're looking for.
The minute you showed me that in the Las Vegas airport, I told you I wanted one. So.
Well, we have 4 different styles. I'll give you the red head. How about that?
Jeez.
The red was pretty fantastic. Let me tell you that. We each had it was called the Red Baron. That was the name. This is the Loch Ness Monster. We had the Mop Top Mustang, and then the Curly Cowboy, and they were all big hits. I initially drew to Matthew McConaughey's hair. This dude has just been like, talk about natural, just like flowy hair. I feel like he doesn't have to do a lot each morning, because that's important for me too. Because I have to do a lot each morning. To Chris's point, my hair grows out, not back. So in order for me to get some flow, need a little work to be done. Okay. There's some work to be done on it each and every day, some product to be placed. I feel like he doesn't have to do that much to it. I really don't. And I'm kind of envious of the McConaughey hair. John Stamos, another one I thought of. I think he's got to put some serious work into that, dude. I think he's put some serious work into it. It looks fantastic. It has always, since early Uncle Jesse days into the glorious locks that he has now. But I think there's some serious product and management being done each and every day to look like John Stamos. But I think McConaughey just wakes up that way. It just looks glorious.
Yeah, he's also old with that hair too. So there's probably a lot more work has to.
Yeah.
Because he's not
For
young anymore.
No, sir.
So
Not anymore. But
no.
these dudes, I'll tell you what, that's part of my envy is being able to wake up and just have a natural, amazing flow without product, hair dryers, combs, brushes, all of that. We dream.
All right, Brunch Court, boys. Go.
Let's do it. I mean, we haven't done Brunch Court in a minute.
Let's go.
We'll kind of go through this. We've got a couple things to go through. First, this one's already kind of come and gone. It's all over the internet. Taco Bell just doing Taco Bell things.
Taco Bell being Taco Bell.
You know, with Baja
What in the
Blast,
hell?
right? This is the Mountain Dew Baja Blast pie. That's right. Mountain Dew Baja Blast
No.
pie was available at Taco Bell this past week. Literally thinking of like a key lime pie in the color, importantly, color and flavor of Mountain Dew's Baja Blast. Before I give you any other details for it, because I do know somebody who's had this, it was very limited time, limited quantities this past week. $19.99 for Mountain Dew Baja Blast pie. Chris, would you serve this at your, if you had it available, when you're picking up the wine this afternoon, you see a Baja Blast pie for your Friendsgiving, you think you're throwing this on the table?
I have never had Baja Blast.
Wow.
Okay.
I don't know what it tastes like. So can somebody describe it to me? I mean, it says there's tropical
Tropical
lime in
lime.
it. So
There
I'm
you go.
assuming like is this like key lime-ish type of pie that we're talking about, or what's going on here?
So a little bit of insight. I know somebody, good friend, friend of the program, who had this, and he said it is like key lime forward for sure. It's probably the pie seems to be a little bit more limey than the drink is, but like it kind of has to be, right? You're using like a key lime pie base to then flavor it with Baja Blast. It seemed like, but Baja Blast is pretty tropical. You know, lime isn't like holy cow, very limey.
No, I'm out on this. No.
No, why not?
I'm out on this. The price, I'm out on this. Because you could go get like a real pie for $19.99. That's my problem with this. I'm not trying a a pie like this for $19.99. If it were $10.99, I'm in. $19.99.
Oh, so the price is what offends you.
The price is what offends me on this. It's like, we're not doing experimental pie for $20. Nah, fam. No. Because I can go get a $9.99 pie or $8.99 pie from the grocery store that I know I'm going to love. I can get a friggin' Dutch apple pie from the grocery store and I'm good to go. Like, we're going to do some experimental pie shit with Mountain Dew. Like, you got to back up on the price, Taco Bell. Like, that's why.
Wow.
And for those reasons, I'm out.
And you're a pie guy. So
I am pie guy.
You're a pie guy.
I got no problem trying this, but like it's the price that offends me. And for anybody who got this, I'm offended that you spent that much money on a pie that you may or may not like. That's
kind of
my
wild.
problem.
Because if we get like 8 slices out of this thing,
Yeah.
jeez Louise, more than $2 a slice.
It's like,
Wow, we're really focusing on the price. I didn't realize.
yeah, dude, I have a problem with, I just have an issue with that. Cause like,
It was limited edition. That's why they can charge $20 because it was extremely limited edition.
I hear you, but I love pie. And I'm like, I know what a pie should cost. And I'm
Okay,
like,
so
if
$12.
we're experimenting.
You're okay with this at like $12, $11.
Yeah, we're there. $12,
right.
I'm in. But
So
like
the flavor
20
doesn't offend you.
Listen, the flavor might offend me, but that's the reason why the pie can't be $20.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if the flavor might offend me, I can't spend more than $10 on this.
Okay. Well, I'm in on it. I'm in on it. I'd pay $20 for it. One of a kind. Why not? I'd wear this hair while doing it because it would just feel very fitting.
It would.
Speaking of flavors that could offend you, our great friends
Nice
at Kraft,
transition.
are up to something. They're up to no
Ooh.
good, I think. This
Ooh.
is just in time for the season. What's been called very limited edition. I wonder why. Apple pie flavored Kraft mac and cheese. It was available exclusively on, go figure, Walmart's website. Surprise.
I mean, so will
Um,
that hat, so don't hate.
if I ever want to, I go to Walmart maybe once every 3 years. If I ever do it, I like to disguise myself so I don't be seen in there. I'll fit right in with this thing. Um, it's cheesy apple and cinnamon flavors that deliver a shockingly delicious, savory, and sweet pairing, according to Kraft Heinz. Boys, again, great Friendsgiving. You don't want to you don't want to go full in turkey, but you want to have those fall flavors. Apple pie, mac and cheese. What do you think?
I think it would be offensive if I showed up to any type of Friendsgiving or Thanksgiving and this was the mac and cheese that was out.
What if you just
That's
served it
why
and you
I'm
didn't?
la-
What if you
That's
served
why
it
I'm
and didn't tell
laughing.
anybody? You just didn't tell anybody what it was. You're like, oh, I love good mac and cheese side. There's something they're eating it. And you're like, is this cinnamon? Is this clove? They mixed something up.
Yeah, it's homemade. What did he do to his mac and cheese?
That's why I'm laughing. It's because when you said Friendsgiving, I just thought about someone showing up with this as
Just
their dish.
unannounced.
The
Yeah.
kids
Like,
would love it, but as an adult, I would be offended.
oh man. Yeah. I like go for it.
Connect Four.
Yeah, go for it, I guess. I don't know.
Oh. No, yeah,
Uh,
this is offensive.
I don't know about this one, man.
Listen, apples and cheese, yes, they in theory go together, right? Like if you're at a fondue restaurant, and you go get the cheese fondue, they throw some Granny Smith apples on there, it works. Nobody ever thought, well, if it works there, it must work with mac and cheese. Except for the fools at Kraft Heinz. No kidding, this was limited. No kidding, this was Walmart. No kidding, this is gross. So no, across the board, no's.
Okay, yeah. And we have a last one
We
that's going to
do.
go right into music.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
our
good
friend,
transition.
good
Yeah.
friend of the brunch breakdown.
Easy.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
a good friend. Yeah, definitely not a good friend of the brunch breakdown.
Former
Not,
friend.
former friend of the brunch breakdown. Sean P. Diddy Combs is in jail right now, serving a sentence, and he allegedly was caught drinking in jail. And first thing that came to my mind was, how the hell do you drink in jail? Well, here's how, guys. Let me tell you. See if this is something you want to try. Fanta soda, sugar, and fermented apples
Hell yeah.
that they let ferment for 2 weeks, and that turns into alcohol. And he was drinking this with some of his fellow inmates and got caught. And Diddy's people have said this didn't happen, but my people know this happened.
Yeah. If anybody knows people
But
that
my
knows
people
people, it's you that knows
know
that this happened.
know this happened.
Yeah.
And I want to know, boys, are you down to try this out at your house? You know what I mean? Do a little Fanta, sugar, ferment some apples for a couple weeks. Dan, you're into making, brews
Yep.
on your own, making some
Yep.
beer. This
Done
is
it.
kind of the same. You've done it.
It's
So
kind of the same. The fermentation process, especially with fruits
what are
and
we
sugars,
thinking?
that's all you need to create alcohol. And that's what gives you the ABV. That's why you're like, how do they not know the ABV? It's like it you don't know until the very end. It depends on the flavor of Fanta. I think that might be like, I'd try it out. I'd try it out, especially in jail. I would try it out. But he's supposed to be sober and all that stuff. And like,
Yeah.
brother, you've been in there for 2 weeks. Like, you couldn't go 2 weeks without the little alcoholic Fanta, if you will. But Yeah, why the heck not?
Yeah.
Why the heck not? I'd try it out at
Yeah.
Friendsgiving. That
Yeah. I,
no, I
dude, I
needed to
think it's
wash down your
perfect for
apple
friends.
pie mac and cheese. So
I think it's perfect for Friendsgiving. I'm in on this. Like I'm in.
there
I
you
don't want
go.
to drink it in jail. I'm not trying to go to jail, but like someone had, in their house. Like my grandfather used to make moonshine. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
right.
This
There you go.
seems right for me.
Yeah.
Christopher?
I'm just committed to saying no that anything has Diddy's name attached to it. So I'm gonna say no. No matter how appealing you guys make it sound, so I'll sit this one out.
Chris is like, I have a business to protect.
Yeah, you know how easily AI could chop up sound bites. We're not gonna mess with that. No, thank you.
We'll save some for you on the side.
Yeah, we'll save some for you. We
Don't
won't
worry.
we won't we won't videotape you trying our tasty jail hooch that we
Yeah.
got going on. Well, let's get into some music. Not gonna put Diddy on the playlist, but
Yep.
Chris, but Dan, who you listening to, man? It's been a couple weeks. What you
Been a
got?
couple weeks. It has. And guys, I think Grimes is like back. I think she's back
Left Elon, she
because
back?
no, screw that guy. Because like the past couple of years, she's just been like making EDM music and she's using AI, which is like fine. And I kind of credit her for kind of embracing it because everybody else is running away from it. And she's never been super confident in her vocals. If you ever listen to an interview, she's just like, I'm not meant to be a singer. Like I'm a producer and I don't sing well, but like everybody else is like, yeah, you do. You should be singing. And so she teamed up with Sub Focus to release a song called Entwined, and she's like singing in it. Now it's still an EDM song, but I'm like, there's the vocals of Grimes we've been looking for and waiting for. So I'm hoping we get more of that because it's not just how she produces music, but it's how she sings that drew me in the first place. So Entwined by Sub Focus and Grimes. She's back, I think.
Nice. Well, I went to see G Flip this week, and the show was incredible. I mean, unbelievable. The show was. This is one of my favorite albums of the year. Brunchy's coming soon. And Dream Ride's one of my favorite albums of the year. And I'm gonna put something from that album on the playlist. But I just, shouts to G Flip. Show was incredible.
Nice. My first one is from Arizona Zervis. He put out a song called Zoom. This is similar to Kid Quill that I talked about last week. I don't know where I found this dude. I don't know how I came across him, but at some point I did, and I feel like every song he puts out is catchy and I like it. And so he's a regular in my rotation.
There you go. Yeah, he's making appearances. Yes, for sure.
Okay, I was like, why do I know Arizona Zervis? He had the Roxanne song.
Yeah, that's right.
Like,
You've said that before.
Like 2019. He had the Roxanne song. Because I was like,
Roxanne. No, not him.
Oh, the Police. Yeah, he was in the Police.
Oh, he's Sting's brother.
Roxanne.
Yeah.
Roxanne.
Next one up for me is it was a great week. Benny has finally put out another album. It's been a long time, boys, a very, very long time. It's called You're an Angel, I'm Just Particles. And all the singles that I have put on the playlist for the past 2 years are on here. I love the whole thing. I'm going to have to pick out a favorite or two. I don't know how I'm going to do it. It's going to be tough, but I'll put a favorite or two from the album on the playlist this week. Benny, my favorite.
Nice. There's this song that's on. If you listen to the radio, like I listen to the radio, you've heard this song. If you haven't, you haven't. And if you have heard it, you may have hated the song. So there's that too. But there's this song called First Original Thought by this girl named Alessi Rose. And it is the poppiest song that you are either going to love this song or you're going to absolutely hate this song. I love it. I think it's hilarious, but it's just her making fun of this dude saying like, oh my gosh, you had your first original thought. And it's the songs. I think it's great. So check it out. Alessi Rose, First Original Thought.
I'm still laughing at Arizona Zervis being Sting's brother. This and Dan told a really funny joke, but I'm gonna make him piss with this next one because I want to put this song. I put this song on just so I could say that I texted it to Dan. You remember that Jiggy Buckaroo dude, Ryan Charles?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he put out another song. It's just called Jiggy, and I know Dan's gonna hate it, and so I wanted to put it on the playlist.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
Um, last one for me is from a band called In Color. I went to see, um, jeez, just gonna see the other night. Oh my gosh. So Almost Monday was the feature opener, and then, wow, this is really embarrassing that I can't remember the concert that I just went to go,
I'm
see.
embarrassed. I'm embarrassed
The
for
band
you.
Camino.
The Band Camino. Thank you. Gosh, jeez, you weren't even there.
Shouts to Shannon's Instagram.
Yeah, for real. Amazing show. Amazing show all around. Two bands that I absolutely love. I was like, we cannot miss this show. But there was a sneaky opener that nobody knew about until you showed up, really, called In Color. And they're in that same kind of genre, same kind of category, Nashville based, that are really like an alt pop band. And they were great. Honestly, they're really, really great. They're going to be big, I think. And they just released a song called Lighter, Lighter. And I'm going to put that on the playlist this week, and probably more to come from this band, but really, really impressed.
Kaylani has a song called Folded that's been out for a while. Song's awesome, and she has a remix with Brandy on it, and it sounds incredible. So shouts to Brandy, shouts to Kaylani, and Folded. So there you go.
My last one's from Goldfinger because I love Goldfinger. They put out a new song called Chasing Amy, and I just got a text from my wife that she needs help because our children are terrorists. So
Oh,
it's about time
Man,
we wrap this episode up, I guess.
I mean, they're not gonna. I mean, what else are they gonna do? You know, it's kind of like my house is awkwardly quiet, so I don't know. I think they might have killed Siobhan by this
oh,
point. So
oh. Well, good luck to you both.
you know, is what it is. Well, that's what we're listening to. Make sure you check out the Sounds of Brunch playlist, which will be updated soon. Dan has
Yep.
been busy with
Promise.
mullet hats and things like that, so he
Yeah.
will get that on. It's exclusively available on Spotify. Tell Siri, tell Alexa to play the Sounds of Brunch. Any final thoughts, gentlemen?
Yeah, I realize in all the topics we talked about today, I look like Mike Gundy with this
Oh
mullet hat
no.
now. And I was going to send him one because he's jobless, but this is the Mike Gundy hat officially.
It's okay.
I'm a man.
You
I'm
can
40.
visit him. You can visit him when he's Penn State's head football coach.
And that's the brunch breakdown. We're out.